we are with Ricky Nixon, the pioneer of player management. Now Ricky, what is your take on the Buddy Franklin saga?
Well, it's certainly been an interesting 3 or 4 hours. It's 2 o'clock on Tuesday at the moment, and Sydney have come in with the last minute bid and GWS are out. A lot of people jumping up and down, of course, about the living away from home allowance that Sydney gets. We'll come back to that in a minute.
Yep.
But the offer financially seems like 300 or 400 grand more than what he could probably get at Hawthorn. I'm not resigned to the fact he's gone from the Hawks yet. When we hear it from Buddy, then we'll know. But at the moment, it's just rumour and innuendo. A few media people reporting that Sydney have confirmed he's accepted the offer. Once again, we'll wait and hear from Buddy.
What is your take on the living allowance? How does it work?
Well, the way it works is the AFL Commission act on behalf of all the clubs, and they agreed that Sydney would get a living allowance of up to about $900,000, closer to $1 million now, to distribute to players, basically because the cost of living in Sydney is way more than any other state. But the club just don't arc up because they believe that the competition should be equal on every front, including priority picks in the draft. And I agree with them. I think the time's come to reassess this when it's being used and distributed for the wrong reasons, and perhaps they've got a question.
Last question, what is happening now at both clubs, Sydney and Hawthorn?
Well, at the moment, the Hawks I think will be pretty frustrated, that's for sure, because time's running out. They want to know what players they've got. Trade week starts next week. Of course, they're in celebration mode as well. It'll be back to business today for the Hawks. Unfortunately, I don't think they needed all this media coverage. It's taken away from their premiership celebrations and not been ideal.
Okay. What would Pickering be doing right now as playing manager?
Liam Pickering, who manages Buddy, I'm sure like a bit of left field, I suppose, with the Sydney Swans offer. It's just come out of nowhere, I suppose, to some people. Perhaps not with Liam. Maybe it's been on the table for a little while, who knows. So Liam would be sitting there going, right now, there's the offers, the final offers. There's Hawthorn, GWS are out, Sydney are on the table. There's a 300 or 400 grand difference. You go for the money, do you take it, set you up for life, or do you stick with your teammates? You're still going to be a wealthy boy, you stay in Melbourne, you're not disrupted. That's your choice.
As a pioneer of player management in Australia, what recommendation would you give Buddy?
Well, look, it's a very different place to live in Sydney, and it's a very different culture, and it's not the AFL town, and Buddy perhaps doesn't like the attention sometimes. He's had a lot of success. He's given 9 years to Hawthorn. You can see all the reasons and compelling reasons he should go. At the same time, he's shown a lot of loyalty over the years. It wouldn't surprise me one iota if he stays. And look, we haven't heard from Buddy. Until we heard from Buddy, it'll be a lot clearer.